We first met in strollers, but reunited a couple years later in school and in dance classes, where we've been best friends ever since. In writing this speech, I was struggling because I was like, how do you fit 21 years of memories and friendship into 2 minutes of a speech? But then I realized also that so much has changed over these years, but what hasn't changed is our friendship. From making music videos in our living rooms, going to summer camps together, surviving IB, and FaceTime dates that turned into hours, my friendship with Jenna has brought me so much joy and laughter, but even more so, she's one of the most understanding and kindest friends I could ever hope for. She's a constant reminder that life is not about what you have, but it's about who you have. So, given all this history, I had high expectations for the guy that would come and sweep her off her feet. And Jeff not only met these expectations, but he exceeded them.
So yeah, she'll probably have you
I've had the privilege of knowing Jeffrey since I was 13 years old. Jeff and I became close friends in high school during our time together at the IMG Academy in Florida.
The black bow tie, the groom, it was never in the suitcase or anything like that. Would we be able to run over and pick one up as soon as possible?
We were in the same golf training group, and we spent countless mornings on the range and at the golf course without a worry in the world. We bonded over our love for the game and our love to compete. Our friendship continued throughout college as we both chose to attend the University of South Florida on a golf scholarship.
Jeffrey Bear. Today is the day. I'm so excited to see you. You're my best friend in the entire world. There is nobody else I would rather take on life with. I love you, our little family, so much. I can't wait to watch it grow, giving Georgie human siblings. I hope you're having a great time getting ready, and I will see you soon. All my love, Jenna.
Jeff, man, you have always been one of the hardest working individuals I know. His hard work is evident in his recent master's graduation and the type of work he does every day. It takes a certain type of person that can be so compassionate to individuals who are often dealing with personal hardship. I know there is one person today in particular that would have been incredibly proud of the man that Jeffrey is, and that is his mother, Rosa. Mrs. Meltzer was always kind, thoughtful, and compassionate. Both Mr. and Mrs. Meltzer were always so supportive of Jeff's dreams, and I can see that Jenna is just the same. Clearly, she shares the same hardworking traits as Jeff as she closes on her studies at law school. It is evident how much Jenna and Jeff both love each other, and all the people here today showing their love. I am glad I could be here to support my man, Jeff. I wish you guys nothing but happiness and health for many years to come, and cheers to the new couple.
Congratulations, you now get to hear my silly jokes for the rest of our lives. I love that I get to spend the rest of my life with my best friend. I'm so looking forward to seeing you smile, hear you laugh, and grow old together. You're so beautiful on both the outside and on the inside. I love you so much. See you soon.
I'll do it after.
When two people come together to form another ring around the tree of life, it is right and good that they should give thanks to those who came before them, those dearly present and those dearly departed, whose blessings they seek and whose gifts they acknowledge. Today we give honor to all those who, although they're not here with us in the flesh, are here in spirit to help us celebrate this communion of love.
Thank you.
Jeffrey is remembering his mom, Rosa Harmelio, today. Let us remember them all now in a moment of silence. Jeffrey and Jenna have invited us to share in this celebration as they affirm their love before us, pledge their faith to one another, and enter into the joy and to the privilege of marriage.
Jenna, as I stand here in your presence, I realize that I'm now complete. Before I met you, I had not experienced this feeling. I want nothing more than to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm so excited for what lies ahead and for us to continue the journey of life together.
Jeffrey, thank you for being you. You have brought so much joy and excitement to my life. You had a sense of calmness and peace at the same time. To me, you're a home. It doesn't matter where I am or what I am doing. As long as I am with you, I feel safe and I know that everything will be all right. I know we will look back at this moment 50 years from now when we are old and gray with so much fondness and love in our hearts, knowing that today was just the beginning. I love you, Jeffrey. Thank you for being you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Marriage Act, I hereby pronounce you, Jeffrey Meltzer, and Jenna Kyle, to be lawfully wedded husband and wife. Jeffrey, you may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to be the first person ever to introduce you to the newly married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey and Jenna Meltzer.
And now for the big, and I mean a big round of applause, Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey and Jenna Meltzer.
Jenna and Jeff, and the magic of the thing they call internet. It's very unlikely these two would have found each other back in my old-timey courting days, but they did find each other through modestly enhanced personal biographies and slightly retouched, mostly natural expression photographs. And I really think that's kind of special. Now, when Jenna came to our house, I said we had no pets, but the first thing that happened is she brought a pet. She came to the house with a guinea pig named Penelope. This was just the beginning because after a while they began to, I'm going to say put a little pressure on me because they wanted to get a dog. And I wasn't convinced. But they started kind of twisting my arm a little bit, to put it mildly. And I finally said, okay. So they got their dog, a pug, and they named it Georgie. We saw her walk down the aisle in her wedding dress. The day before in the rehearsal, she had on a beautiful red dress. Now, I will tell you that this dog has a wardrobe that is formidable. It is impressive. Okay, so, you might say, well, this is over the top. This is too much already. But I look at it and I say, this is really good. What is it showing us? The generous spirit, for example, like Jenna is such a generous person. Really a generous spirit. She's always thinking about others. And Jenna and Jeffrey have a love and devotion to this animal, which clearly indicates the kind of parents that they would become in the future. So I'd like to offer a toast in honor of Jeffrey's mom. I know that if she were here today, she'd be overjoyed with today's celebration. To the health and happiness of Jen and Jeffrey, and to the health and happiness of everyone here, salud. Thank you.